Welcome back to Better Avec Bourbon. Today we'll be making two cocktails, the Bee's Knees and the Gold Rush. The Bee's Knees is a Prohibition-era cocktail believed to have been made at the Hotel Ritz in Paris, with the Gold Rush created at Milk and Honey in the early 2000s. These are both excellent 3-ingredient cocktails featuring identical specs, except for the Bee's Knees is made with gin, and the Gold Rush is made with bourbon, giving the latter a more golden, honeyed look. These are both excellent cocktails, but let's dive into ingredients. Starting out, you'll need honey syrup. I prefer 3-to-1 honey syrup, but 2-to-1 will work. For cocktails, you do need to dilute your honey in order for it to properly incorporate. Next, you'll need lemon juice. These two go together like spaghetti and meatballs, but are far more refreshing. And as I alluded to earlier, where they differ is the Bee's Knees is made with a London dry gin, such as Tanqueray, whereas the Gold Rush is made using bourbon. I've got mixtures here, but feel free to use something like Buffalo Trace or Wild Turkey 101 instead, for a more comparable price point. Without further ado, gather all your ingredients and let's get to it. Starting off, grab your bar mat, shaker tins, and go-to jigger. And just to mix things up, we're going to add a large cube to each shaker tin to start. Since they're bigger cubes, we don't have to worry as much about dilution, and this also helps us avoid a big splash at the end. Now let's build, starting with the stickiest ingredient, honey syrup. Measure out 3/4 of an ounce of honey syrup, and then add it to each of your tins. I have a habit of shaking the jigger out no matter what, so just work with me here, especially with the honey syrup on the thick and sticky side. Next, grab your freshly squeezed lemon juice and measure out 3/4 of an ounce, trying not to spill. Success, and then add that to your tin. And do the same thing again for the other tin. For the booze, grab your London dry gin and measure out 2 ounces. Add it to your tin. Since we'll be making a bourbon-based cocktail, give the jigger a quick rinse. And then measure out 2 ounces of your bourbon. And add it to your tin. Seal your tins and give them a good shake for about 15 to 20 seconds to account for the larger cube in there, and for some added frothiness. Grab 2 low balls, add a larger cube to each, and carefully strain your Bee's Knees cocktail. And then carefully strain your Gold Rush cocktail. These both look incredible, though I find the Gold Rush's vibrancy just knocks it out of the park, and it has a nice honey color to it. But let's gear up for a taste test, starting off with the Bee's Knees cocktail. Despite there being 2 ounces of gin, it really takes a backseat to the lemon and honey flavors. It's like a complex lemonade that coats the mouth thanks to the honey. Now let's try the Gold Rush. Wow, it really builds off everything great from the Bee's Knees cocktail with the thick honey lemonade, but adds the richness and complexity of a bourbon, bringing in bits of vanilla and other barrel notes. I enjoy a good Bee's Knees, and it might be a bit more refreshing, but surprising no one, if I had to choose, I'm going with the Gold Rush. It just has that X factor I'm looking for, and it tastes just a bit more luxurious. Thanks everyone for watching. If you'd like to see other comparisons or honey-based cocktails, leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, press subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.